This is a Thor News presentation. Thor News presents Hit the Button, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to get ready? Because we got a big old swath of a storm rolling across West Central America all the way out to the East Coast, starting Monday and continuing through Friday. So just get ready and be prepared, because it looks like this thing could bring a whole lot of rain, wind, and damage if worst comes to worst and all factors combined. It's almost like a windshield wiper. There, it looks like a big 7. From AccuWeather.com, prolonged snow, flooding, and severe weather to pound the central U.S. next week. A powerful storm will blast the central United States with flooding rain, heavy snow, strong winds, and the potential for damaging thunderstorms during the third week of November, starting Sunday night, I do believe. According to AccuWeather Chief Meteorologist Elliot Abrams, people traveling through or living in areas from the central Rockies to the Mississippi Valley should be prepared for a dynamic weather event. Ladies and gentlemen, are you prepared for a dynamic weather event during the first half of this week? Well, you should be. And that's the purpose of this video, to give you time to get prepared. The storm is likely to hit more than a dozen states, from New Mexico and Colorado to Texas, Louisiana, and Illinois very hard. Alright, and when you got a storm that hits a dozen states very hard, that's crazy. It's like a Godzilla El Nino geoengineering, I'm mad at you kind of a storm. So I'm just here to say, hey y'all, I'm giving you a heads up, putting you on alert, giving you time to get ready. I know me and my girl are going to be headed to the grocery store, and we're going to stock up on essentials. You can never have too many good flashlights. Am I right? Yeah, I'm right. The nature of the storm could be severe enough to cause property damage and endanger lives. Major disruptions to travel are likely. Initially, airline delays will spread over the central states. However, ripple effect flight delays and disruptions may expand to the west and east coasts as more crews and aircrafts are displaced. Major cities that are likely to be directly affected by the major storm include Denver, Dallas, Houston, Kansas City, Missouri, Oklahoma City, St. Louis, Little Rock, Arkansas, Memphis, Tennessee, Omaha, Nebraska, and Shreveport, Louisiana. And if you live in a town that is between any of those cities, that means you too. The slow-moving nature of the storm will mean multiple days of dangerous and damaging weather conditions in the central states. The storm will become caught in the middle of the atmospheric traffic jam for a time. And this is what they're talking about. We got some major high and low pressure systems rolling across the United States. And the convergence line, where they're doing their atmospheric fist fighting, is where all the nasty weather will go down. The jam up will bring the normal west to east movement of weather systems to a crawl in North America. I think that means it's going to go slow. This shall include some snow and wind. An area of heavy snow and increasing wind will first develop over the Four Corners states on Sunday. The storm has the potential to bring a major snowstorm with wind to parts of Colorado and northern New Mexico, centered on the Interstate 25 and I-70 corridors during Monday into Tuesday. And then, around the same time, high winds will make travel challenging along the I-10 farther south in New Mexico, Arizona, and western Texas. Heavy snow combined with the wind will bring whiteout conditions yet again, similar to what was seen in the Denver area this past week. Blowing and drifting snow will create a period of dangerous conditions for travelers across eastern Colorado, western Nebraska, and Kansas, and into the panhandle of Oklahoma. Severe storms and flooding over portions of the central and southern plains to the Mississippi Valley. The storm system will begin to threaten severe weather and flooding rainfall next week, Abrams said. The greatest potential for violent Thor-like thunderstorms, which includes the possibility of tornadoes, will exist across central and eastern Texas and Oklahoma, Louisiana, Kansas, Arkansas, Missouri, and Illinois from late Monday through Tuesday night. Well, that's cool. That means like 36 states didn't get affected or something. So you guys are lucky, I guess. And I'm lucky because I love a good thunderstorm, as long as there's no tornadoes or no biblical flooding. Those two can be a total downer. Where storms repeat or torrential rainfall lingers for more than a few hours, urban flooding can progress to streams and rivers. Several inches of rain may fall in locations that have received above average rainfall since October. On Wednesday, the threat of flooding rainfall and thunderstorms with damaging winds will cross the Mississippi River and into portions of the Ohio and Tennessee valleys, as well as the central Gulf Coast, Abrams said. Rain and thunderstorms will not reach the I-95 corridor until Thursday into Friday. And here we're looking at the high and low pressure, blue being low, red being high. Pressure affects the ebb and flow of all things weather, and you can almost follow the convergence lines of the high and low pressure systems, which will bring us all the bad weather at the edges. But what's really weird is over here, how the high pressure stays in the ocean, goes over the west coast, and then kind of recedes. It almost looks like the high pressure systems are fighting to combine into one system. And from what I have been told, if Earth ever joined up in just one high pressure system and one low pressure system, that would be really bad for us. And we would get weather more like planet Venus. That could be wrong. That is unofficial data. That was just guesstimations and speculations. But right there, it looks like all the high pressure is kind of heating up, getting up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's kind of creepy. I should turn this one off. Now it's really creeping me out. Look at that tornado thing at the bottom. And that looks like we got something growing south of the Gulf of Mexico, on the south tip of Mexico. Just swirling and twirling, moving along. And I always wonder, what causes pressure? Is it solar wind, coronal mass ejections, carbon, cow farts, space bicycles? I don't know, that's why I'm asking you. If you don't mind. It's mesmerizing. It starts to form Monday night and then grows and moves gradually east through the week, finishing up by about Friday. Looks like we're going to get some bad weather here in Texas. Worst of it coming Monday through Tuesday, and then moving on to all those other states. I forget their names. All right, so I told y'all the scoop. Let's keep our eye out. Who knows? Yeah, this could be a dud, but weather is very real. And really bizarre weather is very real and very 2015. So God bless everybody. Talk to you soon.